Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on an Atlanta rapper that witnessed his girlfriend be kidnapped. Her body was found hours later, and the man that did it has a history so dark, it'll leave many of you at home angry and wondering how this man was even released from prison. August 13th, 2021, a woman ended her shift bartending in the Midtown neighborhood of Atlanta, Georgia. This was the last time friends and co-workers would see her alive. It was about to be 5 in the morning when she made a call to her boyfriend Jerry, who's more commonly known as the Atlanta rapper Germ, and she continued to speak with him while she was driving home. They lived together, roughly 15 minutes away from her job, and Germ was at the window watching as she pulled her car into the driveway. The next few minutes would forever change both of their lives. It was 5 a.m. when 911 received the first call.
Hello, hey, I'm at 501 Borough Street, and my girlfriend just got out of the car, and somebody just came and just kidnapped her and just left.
So what? How did was she snatched? Was she?
Bro, she just pulled up, and then I heard somebody here earlier. Bro. Oh my God, my car is blocked in. What the? Bro.
Sir, I need you to stay with me for a second.
Bro, what the?
Sir, can you hear me? Or you?
Bro, I just watched her get kidnapped from in front of my house. Yes, I watched it all through my window in my front yard. He had a gun to her, and he forced her into a car. He had on a security shirt.
Alright, so
and I have her location in my phone. I'm going to check it, period. I can check it.
So you're tracking her location from your phone, is that correct?
I'm loading it up right now. I don't know if she dropped it or not.
Germ heard her pulling into the driveway, then what he described to the 911 operator as a commotion, as he made his way to the window, seeing her get out of the car as a man wearing a security shirt grabbed her at gunpoint, forcing her into an SUV-styled vehicle before driving off. He called 911 reporting everything he'd seen, further stating he'd heard something earlier around the house as if to say it may have been the man staking out the home, looking for the woman who'd yet to arrive as the bar she worked at closed at 2, with employees leaving soon as tips were counted and the place was cleaned. In a state of shock, the realization set in. Germ was unable to drive after the man as his girlfriend's car blocked his into the driveway. He told 911 he has a location on his phone, quickly loading the app as the moment of hope came and went. The app showing her location as at home, leaving Germ telling the 911 operator he thinks she dropped the phone outside as she was kidnapped. There was no way to track her, no way to follow her, and Germ was unable to do anything but wait for police to arrive at his home. Things would be quiet until the next 911 call came in. It was around 6 a.m. as a call for shots fired was reported in the area of Lakewood Ave and Terrace Way in southeast Atlanta, only 5 minutes away from where the kidnapping took place. Officers responded to the area but found nothing. No victim, no witness, no crime scene. Investigators determined the shots fired was likely related to the kidnapping and decided to further investigate the area when the third 911 call came in. By now, it was 9:55 in the morning.
Atlanta 911 operator 7906. What's the address to your emergency?
It's like an abandoned home at the corner. I don't know the exact address of it.
Okay, you said the house is across the street from the Boys and Girls Club, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. It's abandoned.
Okay.
It's boarded up.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I'm walking my dog in the neighborhood. I actually live not too far from here off of Olive Street. And, Lord Jesus, I see a Caucasian woman face down near a mailbox. She is not moving.
Okay, is she awake?
No, not awake at all.
Is she breathing?
I have not gotten that close to know.
I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what to do
dead.
next.
Oh my gosh, I see blood around her upper body and arms. Lord, this is somebody's baby.
Okay, and please tell me, why does she look dead?
She is face down. Her face, her nostrils, and mouth are directly into the ground.
27-year-old Mariam Abdulrab was pronounced dead at the scene. She had been shot to death roughly an hour after being kidnapped, and her body was laying in front of an abandoned home for another 4 hours before being discovered, and the suspect was still unknown, but a name quickly became of interest. That same morning, police attempted to pull over an SUV in Griffin, Georgia, a city about 45 minutes from southeast Atlanta. The driver crashed into another vehicle as he attempted to evade police and had to be airlifted to Wellstar Atlanta Medical Center. He was identified as 27-year-old DeMarcus Brinkley, a man with a dark criminal history that would soon come to light. DeMarcus had been released from prison in November of 2020. Back in 2011, he was arrested for soliciting a sexual act after attempting to pay for oral sex as he unknowingly spoke to an undercover officer. In July 2012, he was arrested for aggravated battery with a knife after slashing a man's forehead, which resulted in him needing 4 stitches. That same month, a woman reported DeMarcus had raped her 7-year-old daughter, and during that investigation, it became known DeMarcus had a previous conviction of molestation from when he was a juvenile and was currently attending counseling. The report states that the mother of the child was aware of this conviction before leaving her 7-year-old daughter alone with him in an apartment. The 7-year-old girl gave police a statement, and I'm not gonna read that fucking statement in this video. In 2013, another woman told police she caught DeMarcus, who she'd known as Pimp, attempting to rape her 5-year-old daughter. A week later, DeMarcus was arrested after police chased him from his house and deployed a taser into his back. He was charged with aggravated child molestation, criminal attempt to commit rape, and first-degree cruelty to children. He'd spend the next 7 years incarcerated. It was Tuesday, August 17, 2021, when DeMarcus was taken from the hospital and transported to Fulton County Jail where he was booked. He was charged with murder, aggravated assault, kidnapping, false imprisonment, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and possession of a firearm in the commission of a felony. He may possibly face death by execution under Georgia state law, and I don't think anyone would be opposed to the possibility. Police have not released information in regards to whether or not DeMarcus knew his victim, Mariam. So y'all know how they have like petitions where you can make a petition and people, cast their vote, and if it goes through, things go through. I mean, what if we did like a purge petition or a death penalty petition where if we don't feel that the courts are smart enough to handle something correctly, we can just all cast a vote into which direction we would like the punishment to go towards. Because honestly, this guy should have never been released from prison. He already had 3 victims that were children under the age of 10. Mind you, he was doing this at the ages of 17 and 18. This is after he got a juvenile conviction. You know what I mean? This is something that continuously went on, and he only ends up with 7 years in a state prison and somehow skated through state prison without being killed with those type of charges. This is somebody that should have never been released, and it blows my mind that there's people doing 20, 25, 30 years, even life sentences for things like selling drugs, where no one even died. They were just selling drugs in an amount that's punishable by that much time, versus this guy was able to do 7 years, had 3 victims, got out, kidnapped a woman. God only knows what he attempted to do, because this time it wasn't a 5-year-old girl, it wasn't a 7-year-old girl, it was a 27-year-old woman who most likely fought for her life, and it resulted in her being shot multiple times. There shouldn't be any excuse or any reason why he doesn't get the death penalty. And to be honest with you, because I know somebody's gonna say it, I don't want to hear shit about Germ. Oh, he called 911. Oh, he should have did this. Oh, he should have did that. When 99% of y'all wouldn't know how to respond if something popped off like that. Imagine looking through the window and you see your girl, she got a gun to her head and the guy's dragging her into a car. You run out there and do what? You don't got a gun, you could get shot. She could get shot because you ran out and surprised him, so he just pulls it. Now she's gone and it happened right in front of you, and then you get hit. You don't know what the fuck you would have done. He leaves, you can't leave because you don't have her car keys and your car's blocked in. And then what are you going to say? Oh, well, he still called 911. I mean, what do you think, that there's a gang you could call and say, hey, my girl got kidnapped, and they're going to rally up and go find out who did it? Nobody's gonna handle that for you. See, police have a job, right? And there's certain things that people hate the police for, and there's certain things that nobody says nothing about. When police rescue children from child traffickers and shit like that, nobody complains. When police arrest, a drug dealer, a rapper, whatever, oh, it's fuck the cops. If you're inside of the lifestyle, if you're inside of the game, you know what part you play, you know what part they play. You understand why they do what they do. Their job is to catch you, your job is to not get caught. And for motherfuckers that are not involved in that lifestyle or that game, or for things that happen in life that are outside of the bounds of what's respected in that game, I don't want to hear nothing about nobody saying he shouldn't have called 911 or nothing like that. Because 99% of the people that watch these videos are not living that fucking life. They just like to watch videos about shit that happens in it. And one of the main things that people fail to realize when it comes to defunding the police and getting rid of a police department is that it becomes the responsibility of the community to police itself. And when you have a community that doesn't police itself, people like him get to walk around living and breathing only to re-offend. I send my condolences to the family. I'm gonna have her GoFundMe linked in the description, pinned as the first comment. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. Until next time.